The Phillies will win the 2029 World Series. This is their 142nd year in existence. So they're going to win in 2029 in their 147th year in existence as a franchise. In Gematria, the practice of coding letters and words into numbers. It is World Series. That is Gematria of the 147th season of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Will Bryce ever win a ring? Will he ever win a ring? Will he ever win a ring?
So the Phillies are going to win 21 years after 2008. Titles, Gematria 21, 20 prior seasons without winning. Bryce Harper is from Nevada. Nevada's Gematria 20. Bryce Harper's birthday, October 16. 10 is 1, 16 is 7. 1992 is 21. And 21 is 3. He is 11. And so he will win the World Series 11 years after his last season with the Nationals. That's basically what the 11 lifepath is about. That sequence of Bryce Harper. 21 years, titles 21, the 147th season, World Series is 147. Bryce Harper. What season would this be? This would be close to 10 years later that he's going to win the World Series, because remember, he left the Nationals. Juan Soto won the World Series in 2019 with the Nationals. Juan is Gematria the 10 years later, in which we will see Bryce Harper win his World Series in 2029. 2029 adds up to 13. Philadelphia is where the delegates of the 13 colonies met to declare their independence from Great Britain. So let's say he spent his first 7 years with the Nats. 11 is 18th season in baseball. He's from Vegas. Vegas is Gematria of 18. I think for the Phillies, we just have to go a little bit later. Also, it's Rays. That's Gematria of 18. The Phillies' last championship occurred against the Rays, so I think they will win in Bryce Harper's 18th season. Phillies will be 3-6 in the World Series if they don't make the World Series anytime in between. Bryce Harper could have joined the Dodgers, but instead decided to join the Phillies, so the Dodgers have to win a World Series before Bryce Harper wins his championship. Is Bryce Harper cursed? Is he cursed? Curse is Gematria 21, but the Phillies do win the World Series 21 years later. Then Bryce, it turns out, he isn't cursed. How many championships for teams based in Philadelphia, including the Philadelphia Athletics, including the Philadelphia Phillies? Interesting that Philadelphia Athletics did win in 1929. Five championships for the Athletics in Philadelphia. So this would be 8. 3. Bryce Harper's number 3 because it's the Phillies' third championship. So 3 World Series victories in 9 appearances. In Gematria's Harper, that's Gematria 39. So Phillies will probably continue to choke over these next few seasons. His name will be Bryce Almighty by that time. What's Bryce Almighty? Now 2018 was the year that the Eagles won the Super Bowl, so Bryce Harper's 11 lifepath. Uh, Philadelphia's next championship would occur 11 years later in 2029. So I kind of break that down from the angle of the Philadelphia Eagles and Nick Foles. Foles is Gematria 21. He won the city of Phillies last championship 21 years after 2008. The Philadelphia Phillies could win the championship again. Phillies is Gematria 28. The 2028 season, then the 2029 season. All right, 3-0 Tigers over the Guardians. I told you this was the lock of the day. We're doing great. It's going to be a big day of calling ball games. $147 makes a lot of sense. That's the World Series, Gematria. Maybe Bryce Harper will be an All-Star every single year. He can win the World Series when he wins his 13th All-Star, if he wins 5 more All-Stars. The narrative will be is that Bryce Harper is cursed. But it is always a cold day in hell, isn't it? Nats is Gematria 9, the Nationals. Yeah, that'd be 10 years. 10 and 11. That's his 11 life path. It connects to 11 years from 2018 in the Eagles championship. And it also connects to the fact that it is his 11th season with the Phillies is when he wins the championship again. Let's go to Super Bowl 52. Let's go to the 2028 composite box score of the entire World Series. There are 39 total runs scored in that World Series, and Harper's come out to 39. So if this year's the 120th World Series, and the 125th World Series will be played during the Phillies' 147th season, the Astros is Gematria 125. The 125th World Series could see Bryce Harper win finally at some point after he lost against the Astros. When we look at the Astros in the 125th World Series, we are looking at Bryce Harper avenging the World Series loss against Houston. Also, the Philadelphia won their Super Bowl on the 35th day of the year, and the Astros is Gematria 35. Minneapolis, Minnesota is Gematria Phils when they do win their championship again. But 2029 will be the year. Will the Phillies get an international superstar at that time? I wonder. How many years after their first championship did the Phillies win? 1980 and 2029? Well, Washington's Gematria of 49, 49 years after their first title, 48 prior years after their first title. The Nationals is Gematria 48. How many years after their first appearance in the World Series? 114. And long and behold, the Philadelphia Phillies is Gematria of 125. The Astros is 125. So the 125th World Series is the point in time where the Phillies will finally win it for Bryce. Bryce Harper is going to win the World Series 19 years after the MLB draft in 2010. He missed out on the 2019 World Series championship. The 2010 draft. I wonder what 19 equals in the calculator, to be honest. That's the one the connecting to the time that Bryce Harper got drafted. BAMH. Bryce, Aaron, Max, Harper, Gematria the 21 years later that the Phillies win the championship. BAMH in reverse is the Gematria the 84 months later in which the Phillies will win the World Series championship. 84 is Gematria of the United States of America, where the Declaration was signed at. So it's always Philadelphia is always a big part of the United States of America. 2029 is the Phillies year.